Welcome to Webway Radio, episode 20.
I'm Kurt.
I'm Mark.
And today,
Talking about scale
scale.
and other things, but scale.
Well, there's a reason we're talking scale. Should we bury the lead or should we get right into it?
I'd just get right into it.
So,
I blame you.
I blame me too. Here I am saying like, I don't want to champion anything. And I kind of champion something.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mantic caught me on my mini factory, you know, with an advertisement about their new game.
You got hit by an ad?
It wasn't an ad so much as it was a giant banner thing. And I had seen it before. I remember when they announced, like, we're doing Epic Warpath.
Okay.
I was like, well, that's neat, but it's a year or two out.
Yeah.
Well, that year or two's here, Mark.
Oh boy, we're here.
They had a campaign, where it was an all-in kind of deal where you got everything for their new epic scale, Legions Imperialis scale game. 10 millimeter tall miniatures for the most part.
Yep.
Legally distinct from Warhammer.
Yes.
So space elves, space dwarfs, space marines,
Space rats.
all the space plague monsters.
Yes.
All the things, but it's not Games Workshop. It's not Games Workshop rules. And so I said, you know what? Let's give her a shot. Actually, I consulted with you and a few other guys, and there was enough like mutual interest to be like, all right, look, this cost me about the same as 2 boxes of Space Marines. If I'm out, I'm out.
Which,
we tried it.
To clarify, it's like we're doing the STL version where it's
Yes, we
just
got
print
the printable
stuff.
version of it.
Yeah.
Because it is insanely cheap, and I can print like half an army in one go.
Yeah, it's like, what, a couple bucks for like a unit of infantry or something?
Cheaper. But yes,
But
a whole
still.
plate of infantry is like 50 models, and it costs like $1.15 or something.
That's hilarious. So, yeah, relatively low risk. It's, instead of buying a combat patrol for Warhammer, it's just have an entire game
system.
system.
So we're going to sprinkle some talk about that in.
Yes.
But in playing a demo game tonight, which we talk about a little bit, I think this might be maybe next episode we kind of crunch on this game.
Yeah.
Kind of like we did Blackout.
That'd be
But
fun.
we spent a lot of time hobbying and doing things for that. So you're going to hear a lot of mentions of Warpath, and again, that triggered the whole scale conversation.
Yes.
And why we kind of dig this. That's where we're at today. You know, the usual things, hobby progress.
Yep.
Games played. I tried something new out here. Ooh, spoilers. No, I'll bury that one.
Yeah.
To finish it off like we have been doing here lately, we do talk a little Star Wars. Had some time to fill.
Yeah.
And so sit down, buckle up, enjoy the ride. And just again, if you don't mind, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, just hit that thumbs up button. Give me a plus. That would be so great. The algorithm has been mean. Please help us get more people. And if you're listening, comment. Tell us what you think. Check out Epic Warpath. What are your opinions on it? Let us know.
Yeah.
But let's jump into hobby progress and games played after the break.
Sounds good. So, what do we got for hobby progress?
Do you want to go first? Or are you inviting me to go first, Mark? Let's
I'm inviting you to go first.
Inviting me to go first.
Yes.
Okay. So, as we presumably discussed in the intro, we have taken a step into a slightly different game called Epic Warpath,
Yes.
made by Mantic Games.
First game I've ever played by Mantic.
Samesies. I've followed these guys for like 2 decades, and finally I was like, let's try a game.
Yeah.
It is essentially Epic Warhammer 40,000 in a very legally distinct universe.
Yes.
It's their what's the game called?
Dead Zone.
It's Dead Zone models, armies, units, whatever, shrunk down to what is essentially the Epic or Legions Imperialis scale.
Like 10 millimeter. This is bigger than Legions, though, isn't it?
Slightly.
Okay.
So I basically spent all of Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday evening, and Sunday running my resin printer almost nonstop. This thing has printed
hilarious.
more than it's printed in the last at least year in a weekend.
Yeah, it's done quite a bit, it seems.
So I printed a lot of dudes. Basically 2 armies worth.
Yes.
Not full armies, because normally it's 2 to 4 dudes per base. So I printed 1 dude per base.
Just to see what
just
the
to
unit
see
is.
how it feels, and so it's the size. It's just not all the dudes.
Yes.
and I didn't want to glue everybody down
that's
because it's
fair.
probably a whole lot easier to paint. So that's been a lot of my hobby progress.
That is a lot of, honestly, you sent that in the chat because off screen, we've gone back and forth a lot about just Legions Imperialis or just trying like some of the fan made 40K Epic stuff. And it's just man, I don't want to commit to this.
Right.
The Epic seems like a really fun thing to play. And it's you get to have so many different things on the table, and it feels more like the scale 40K really wants to be at.
Sure.
To me.
It's the city fight, not around like 2 blocks.
Yeah. It's like, here's what which, all the descriptions of the things and like the big art pieces, it's like, oh, there's like tens of thousands of guys here. It's like, well,
I mean, a unit of 6 bases is really 24 dudes.
yeah. And that's one unit.
That's awesome.
That is your cheapest.
On 25 million? I think they're 30.
I think they're
32s, something like
probably
that.
32s.
It's really cool.
Yes.
So I printed a ton of bases. I printed a ton of dudes. I've got the legally distinct Eldar, and you've got the legally distinct Space Marines.
Yes.
And we've just we just played a game, which we'll talk about in a little bit, I think.
Yes.
All of my time the last week or so has been that. And for laughs, I actually broke out the Realm of Battle that we just played a little game on.
Yeah.
From 2001, whenever it came out. Never used it because the models for 40K and Age of Sigmar and
slide off of it.
And Fantasy just slid because they were very big and heavy per model, and they just slid. But these are light enough and small enough to where they actually can sit on the hills almost no problem. We had a couple things slide.
But still, it looked really cool.
At this scale, the hill is a full-blown mountain.
Yeah.
And nothing can see over it.
It's really cool.
Instead of like, yep, my Space Marine can see all the way across that thing and still shoot on the other side.
Yeah, it's more like, it comes up to like a Space Marine's kneecaps, but it's like as tall as dudes.
It's
guys.
taller than a building.
Yeah.
So it's really, and we can do some cool stuff. But I actually started painting it after I've had this thing since I got, we bought it the weekend we did our engagement photos in Gatlinburg.
Wow.
So we're talking probably 14 years.
Okay.
Finally, I primed it 5 years ago. Finally actually put some browns on it.
Aren't you so glad you kept it?
I love it. I've always wanted to use it more. But I've actually been taking the same resin that I use to pour the orc bases on, and I did something else with it. I don't remember. I essentially mixed in some blue. It says you could use Vallejo air colors in it. So I just did a couple drops of like magic blue.
Yeah.
And tinted it blue. And I've been pouring it in the little skull pits because at this scale, like the skulls are as big as models.
Yeah. It's like, that's just a
So
giant.
it looks like a pond or a lake, not necessarily a pit of skulls.
Yes.
Which is neat. And that gives us terrain to kind of move around and things.
Yeah.
And I was
that'll
thinking,
be cool when those are done. You got like those like little bodies
that's
of water.
a lake.
That's cool.
But I was thinking too, we could kind of do what we did with the Necromunda tiles, and we could literally expand or change or swap things in and out with this. So I got big ideas.
That'd be cool.
I'm very excited.
It'd be cool to have just like little. I mean, honestly, if you don't want the lakes, you can just here's a building with like a flat base on it and just slap it over there, and it's you can't tell.
Or paint it white or blue. And suddenly it's a sheet of ice or something. So many cool ideas. But that's what I've been working on. I've done a few little things. I kind of started working on my Gene Stealer cult again just to finish the army because I'm like 2 units away from being done with Gene Stealer cults and fully painted and fully based and all the things. And I'm so close to getting across that line. Before I redo all the Drakari, I really want to finish my Gene Stealer cults because I worked on them all year, and I kind of to be like, I did this whole army in a calendar year.
Yeah.
So close.
So close.
So that's my plan over Christmas break and all that, is to try to bang this thing out.
Okay.
Between Warpath.
I mean, hey, honestly, I'm part of the reason, and I'm sure we'll get into it more. It's like, I'm not scared of painting these, genuinely.
After painting some Legions Imperialis Space Marines, that's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
I have painted 3mm infantry for BattleTech and had like 5 colors on each guy. It's like, I'm not scared of these.
So this is fine.
No.
Cool. What about you, man? What have you been working on? You've been a little busy.
Yeah, I moved. I finally pulled the trigger and I moved in with one of my friends.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, actually,
lose privacy, save money. Like it's in this economy. Yeah. I don't blame you.
Both of us are so chill.
Yeah.
It's not even, it's like you have someone to have a passive conversation with incidentally.
Yeah.
Or we're just playing board games or video games together.
that's
It's
awesome,
like
though.
that's what we do anyways. Because we hang out and stuff. But
I remember I had roommates, gosh, before I moved back home and met my wife. And it was one of those things like I could go a week without seeing them.
Yeah.
Because I lived in the basement.
Yeah.
I paid like $300 more to get the entire basement, a private bathroom, and my own entrance.
oh wow,
Yeah. So it's like, unless they came downstairs to do laundry, like I just wouldn't see. And I worked with all three of them.
oh wow,
I just wouldn't see them.
yeah, okay,
Really great. But like, it was like, all right, Saturday, let's go out for drinks. Like, all right, cool. And then, again, Sunday, I wouldn't see him until like Thursday. So
it's nice because I mean, if you can't tell, I'm running around and doing stuff a lot, so it's like
busy dude lately.
I am so tired of it. I feel like I haven't had a minute to breathe since August, and I am ready to collapse in a exhausted heap and just be
Adulting.
yeah. It sucks. I want to go back.
Yeah.
Can I go back?
Yeah, but then you don't have money.
Ah, darn. Yeah. I remember building Warhammer terrain out of foam board, and I was like, oh, I gotta have terrain somehow.
Oh, something else. You got anything else?
Well, I'm going to be doing, moving and then completely like reorganizing kind of my, because I have a new room and stuff. And it's like all the hobby stuff's getting
Shrink
board
things down
games. And the purge continues. I had some more like purchases on eBay. So I'm just hauling boxes off. I'm realizing there is more and more and more. It's like, I got a lot to get rid of still.
Yeah.
There's a lot, but no, not a ton of stuff. I'm going to take these baggies of little micro dudes, and I know what I'm going to be doing.
Well, I just sent you with like 4 sandwich bags of 10 millimeter scale models.
They're adorable. I love them.
Yep. So you can start painting and figuring all that out.
It'll be nice.
Let me know what else you need.
Yeah.
Something else I worked on, I completely forgot about until you finished talking for whatever reason. For years, people have asked, like, why don't we film or record games or try to do battle reports or whatever?
Yeah.
Gosh, probably 3 or 4 years now. People have been talking about it. And finally, I bought the camera a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Used that quite a bit. So I had Jeff and Austin come over Saturday.
Yep.
And in true Kurt fashion, 20 minutes before they were supposed to get here, my computer crashed. I had to reinstall Windows and all that. Both hard drives died in it. Don't know what happened. Lost everything. So I had to reinstall Windows. And so I missed the first bit of the game, but I actually set up 3 or 4 cameras, different angles, different things.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was one of those like, all right, I'm literally just going to set everything up. And as they played, I tinkered with this setting, or I figured out how to do this, and I hotkeyed that. And I have it's an old like Logitech G15 keyboard with 36 programmable keys. And
That's really cool though.
And so I was able to program like, all right, G1 switches this camera, G2 that camera, G3 this camera, and like G7 is the transition button to transition between the different things. And
That's
and
really
just
cool.
Figured all of that out and recorded about an hour and a half of footage.
That's really cool.
So working on that. Don't know if that's going to become anything, but there's potential.
I mean, it just honestly just having an excuse to see how it works and kind of see.
And that's really, I mean, I've got like 20 webcams just over the years, crap I've accumulated.
Yeah.
I had a 4K webcam, the Brios, which the MCP guys a couple of years ago streamed all of their tournament coverage from like 5 Logitech Brios.
That's cool.
And I was like, oh, if they can do it, I can. So
After all, why shouldn't I?
Kind of tinkering with that. And honestly, I could pick up a couple more of those and just position them around here. And because the way 4K works, I can zoom in 100%, and it's still 1080p.
Yeah.
So I can mount a camera way high and zoom in, and it still is going to look great on YouTube or Twitch or wherever we end up going.
Cool.
So
yeah.
So I did a lot of tinkering with that. I'm working on a Python program to act as kind of a scoreboard.
Oh.
So we could kind of like have the, click to that and it shows like here's Mark and his primaries and his secondaries or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So a lot of cool stuff kind of happening in the Dilly house.
Yeah.
Cool name for this room. I'm gonna have to come up with something. The Wi-Fi is already the Astronomicon, and the independent characters kind of have that for their room, so I can't claim that one. I gotta find something awesome to name this place. Anyways, that's kind of my last 2 weeks. Anything else before we move on to our main topic?
I have just kind of idle complaint, just like so many little boxes of sprues. It's like I'm gonna have to spend so long sorting sprues later. It's just, oh man.
It's like a shoebox. And it's legitimately every extra Eldar sprue from my wife's army. And I've got them ready in a pair of clippers and like one of those little sortie like tackle box things.
Yeah.
And next time she's in there watching Hallmark movies, I'm just going to be like, here, bam, work on this. Just start clipping.
Condensing. There have been some times it's like,
Or just throw them all in a box. Like, I don't care if it's mixed or not at this point. Like, we can dig for the weapon if we need it.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever use any of that stuff, but you know,
Some of that
I can have a
stuff-
cool Eldar bit spin.
some of that stuff I've just thrown away. It's just like, I don't need spears. Like, it's a hand with a spear. It's the weapon option I didn't pick. I'm chucking them.
But shockingly, like, I'm still finding boxes of Space Wolf bits. It's like, how did I have, you know?
They just appear,
This
man.
many.
They multiply when like you turn the lights off. They double every time.
And as the weather gets cold, we had that cold snap last week. It's like, Space Wolves. I was like, no, Kurt, don't
you do it.
Do it.
Don't you do it.
Don't go back.
Paint the little micro
else.
dwarves
Yes.
like Space Wolves,
And
you'll be
that's
happy.
the plan. I think I'm going to print some Space Dwarfs. Sorry, legally distinct Space Dwarfs.
Forge Fathers.
Yes. All right, man. So let's take a quick break, play some elevator music, and we will come back and talk about our main topic.
Scale.
And I don't know, all about scale, games, all the
There's many.
what it is, why it is, what we like and don't like, pros and cons, all the stuff.
I have opinions.
Of course, that's why you're here. All right, we'll be back.
See ya. Okay. Scale. There's a lot of aspects to scale. Normally, I mean, there's not only proportions, there's just size of the miniatures.
And I'd like to say, I like that Wargaming has adopted the millimeter scale and not the random letter HO. Oh, in.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
there's nothing worse than being like, what is
Model
in
train.
scale? Yeah, because Dawson wanted to get into that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. And of course, the one he picked was like the big ones. And I was like, buddy, we can't. Like, we can go little. We can do little scale.
Yeah.
We can't do like, 1/16 or whatever. Like that is too big
Massive.
for Dad's room.
Yeah. But yeah, it one of the things is obviously usually as you go up in scale, the map goes up too. One of the exceptions I can think to that is, well, ironically, the scale is super tiny, but Pacific Rim Extinction, the models are like 3 or 4 inches tall.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But the map is like a Games Workshop, one of the ones that folds out like a 30 by 22.
Oh, yeah, the kill team size. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a little bit bigger than that. But it's kind of, those fights are so close.
Quartered or whatever. Yeah.
But honestly, that's one of the problems with, and that's probably why those are some of the biggest like normal miniatures you'll see. Obviously, you have stuff like knights and stuff, but like
Right.
you don't see a game where a knight is like a G.I. Joe sized figure is your normal infantryman. Like it just gets ridiculous with,
Titanicus, I think, was all knights, all titans.
and they made them like itty bitty little guys.
4 or 5 inch. I mean, they were decent. size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you said that's immediately it's like, oh, Titanicus. But
Oh yeah, I guess like the
now
big
that got
like,
rolled it. Yeah, because it was Titans, Warlords, and Warhounds. It wasn't anything
the
else.
warlords are pretty big.
Legions
Yeah.
Imperialis is where they added all the infantry.
Yeah. But still though, like the knights, your normal like infantry equivalent at
Yes.
that, they were like infantry size pretty much still. It's kind of I don't know what the table size was for that, but
I don't know. Yeah.
that's one of the things is like I searched for so long because I used to build Gundam models a lot. And I was like, I love the way these look, but I really want to just like glue them in place and paint them and make like a miniature out of them. And it'd be really cool if there was like a game that they went to. And there's some stuff, and it's like I actually tried writing one, but it's like playing that on the dinner table, I realized it's like, oh, yeah, no, the scale for this is wonky. Like these things are like 6 and 7 inches tall. Like you cannot.
Sure. Well, I guess for most people that don't know, like the Warhammer stuff is generally 32 millimeter scale now, I think.
Yes, pretty much.
Because when I was printing the Cities of Sigmar Scarlet Crusade guys from Titan Forge, there was a 28 millimeter option and a 32 millimeter option. And I just picked, I was like, all right, let's print the 28s.
Yep.
And the horse dudes were like not even as tall as like the regular Cities of Sigmar infantry.
Oh, wow.
They were laughably small.
Wow.
But the 32s were like where they should be.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Like it wasn't that much, but at the end of the day, like that's 1/8.
That's wild.
Or I'm really bad at math.
It's all good.
But it was such a significant difference at that scale
yeah.
that made a really big deal.
It is weird that like Warhammer has basically just graduated from
28 to 32.
Yeah, but it's like not a
fantasy is still 28.
Oh yeah, because I guess they are
Sigmar
small.
is 32. Yeah. Because they're on that old, all the stuff's from like the 90s.
Oh man, yeah, building those wood elves for HeroScape, that was like they're tiny.
They're babies.
I mean, they work with HeroScape.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, these are really small compared to the models nowadays. Like they are really just like everything Games Workshop's doing is just bigger now.
Yeah, bigger is always better. But and two, you know, so if Warhammer stuff is 32 millimeter, something that really drew me to Marvel Crisis Protocol and Shatterpoint was the fact that it was 40 millimeter scale.
Which they're like half again, pretty much as tall.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Red Skull's bigger than a space, or about the size of a Primaris Marine or Captain.
Yeah, and he's like a human, normal human size.
And so I was like, oh, but like the Sentinels are legit like 6.5, 7 inches tall. Like they're so cool.
Yeah.
And that immediately was like, oh, and same with Shatterpoint. It's like, you're telling me it's all these cool Star Wars dudes that are just bigger and easier to paint and all the things. Bigger's not always better when it comes to painting.
That was actually one thing I was going to say too. I was going to make a specific example of Shatterpoint. Like so not only are they bigger, I guess one thing, less so nowadays, but especially back in the day, Warhammer had what was called like heroic scale, where the heads and feet and hands and guns are
everything was bigger than it should be.
They're kind of like just a little chunky looking. They're going away from that now, but Crisis Protocol and Star Wars Shatterpoint are like full into they're still a little cartoony, but it's like they're more accurately proportioned. At least when it comes to the Star Wars, like Shatterpoint, I actually don't like it. Purely from their lightsabers are thinner than toothpicks and longer than
super
toothpicks.
bendy.
It's like, I don't know. They went after I guess like the Rebels style, Star Wars Rebels style of lightsaber. I hate that style of lightsaber.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Don't like it. It's like this looks like you're holding a wooden dowel in your hands, and like I guess they're fine, but like the Grievous miniature is like 3 inches tall, and he's got 4 lightsabers, and it's a lot. It's like this man falls over sideways and he shatters his arms. Like there's a level of these are too spindly. Like the battle droids look great. Also, if you breathe on them too hard, they bend. Like somehow we managed to play with them a couple years ago when I was trying it out and didn't tear them up. But the entire time, like building them too, it was terrifying trying to just to do that. Like,
and see, I bought it, but never actually assembled or did anything with them. I opened the box, was like, oh no, I made a mistake, and closed the box, and it never got touched.
Compared to Legion, because it's like I have built and painted like 60 battle droids. They're so much more durable.
Yeah,
they're chunky a little bit.
Sure. Well, it's the PVC plastic too, right? So it's a little bendier.
The ones on sprues aren't.
Okay.
And the droids were always on sprues. Oh, but man, their head was 2 pieces.
Yeah, that was
like the front.
I remember putting those together one day.
The front of their head and their back of their head was 2 pieces. I didn't hate it, but it was pretty brutal. But I'm in the camp of I prefer a durable model. Like they're made out of a different material, but that's one thing that's really nice about HeroScape is I just throw those. I have tackle boxes. they just get chucked in a tackle box. Just like stuff all the dudes in one compartment.
Yeah.
It's like, like Hero Clicks or something like that. They're not quite that level. They're nicer than that, but man, because since I am proxying some stuff with Warhammer minis, it's like I have to kind of gingerly put some of those in there. Yeah.
You put the Warhammer minis in one side and the Euroscape on the other.
Yeah. But man, yeah. One of the things is I'm still trying to get rid of my Shatterpoint. I don't know how I'm going to ship that.
I had to sell it for $50 new on sprue. Like that's how low I had to go for somebody to be like, yo. Like I don't know if it's just dead in the area or what.
Well, also you probably just had the core set, which at this point everyone who is going to have it around
was
here
like for
has
$50. Like I don't know. Anyways.
But I prefer with what we're doing, like durability of stuff, which that's one thing that's interesting about the Epic stuff is they make the weapons and stuff like your little glaives or whatever on your tiny little elf dudes. They're really chunky. They have to be because they're printed out of resin and they're
I did drop one of your bases before you got here, and that dude just disappeared under the deep freezer, and he's gone forever. I hope he doesn't melt, but
poor guy.
It's fine. So you do have to be careful with it in that sense.
Yes. To be fair, try dropping Marvel Crisis Protocol on the floor and see how that does.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. But I think that's honestly more of the resin. Like if that was the plastic version of the dude.
And I could do a more ABS like resin. I think that one was like on super sale when I bought it. So that's why I bought like 4 bottles of the stuff I've got.
I mean, it works.
It does until you drop it.
Well,
but it's funny. You can drop other things and it's fine. But I think at that distance with the base and the single model, it just
on his little ankles, just
yeah.
He's got like a boot stuck to the base, and that's all.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. I broke one. Oh, I bet that's the guy that I had to glue his leg back on. Oh, I bet that's why he broke because I broke him. I was pushing down to glue him to the base, and he just like crumpled.
Well, then see, that's less the resin. That's more you slamming my dudes around.
Well, and see, and I figured out too, and this might come in handy when you're gluing the bases in the little slot things. I use those metal files, and I kind of use that to push on the base, not the model, to kind of force it down.
Yeah, so it's level.
It can be a little. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. But yeah, as far as like, because I know I genuinely have played with some people, and some of my friends are this way. It's like they really don't like the heroic scale, the chunkier. Like, oh, it doesn't. To me, like you notice it, but it's kind of there's 100 dudes on the table from 5 feet away.
I never noticed it until people on the internet. I saw people on the internet talk about it. I was like, oh, and then looking at your stuff, I was like, oh, and
seeing the difference.
I'm used to it at this point.
I'm fine with it because it serves a purpose, right? Like, I don't know. They're not like chibis, right?
There's everything to do with that.
There's a difference, but it's kind of like the models are more durable, but also it's enlarged the important parts that matter for identification and just aesthetic and stuff. So I would take that over, snapping ankles and stuff. Like, have you built or handled the new, the Death Rattle skeletons that Games Workshop has made?
I have not.
I had to build some of those for Warcry.
Had to.
Yes. I owned them. I had to.
That rule doesn't apply to models in this room. I'm just going to say it. Like, just because I have it doesn't mean I have to build it.
They have like greaves on their shins, right? So they're thicker there. Their thighs are just bone.
Oh.
You have to glue their thighs into their body.
That's awful.
So it's like almost true scale femurs that you're trying to press into a body.
Not cool.
It was like I can see why they make skeletons a bit thicker, because that was miserable. Like I swear you could take the model and flick it and it'd sound like a door stopper, like the the spring sound.
That's awful. Completely unrelated. And I'll cut this. But when you said greaves, I thought of the kids' Halloween costume.
Oh yeah.
ChatGPT
that's so cool.
Turned them into action figures.
That's really
I haven't shown them yet, but it's going to blow their minds.
That's really cool.
Now I'm trying to get it to generate the files, but it keeps making cylinders. but it got like the mythosaur on his damn chest piece.
That's
Like it's like that is awesome.
That's really
and it didn't get all the scars, but it got a lot of the scars and scratches and stuff. I was like,
That's so cool.
I'd love to be able to 3D print them as their costumes. Like that would just
It's like a little action figure. That'd be so cool.
yeah. Anyways, sorry, you said Greaves. I was like, oh my god, I forgot to show Mark. But I'm having so much fun with AI this week. It's okay. It's cutting. Anyways,
But yeah, so honestly, that is one of the big reasons, which this is kind of a separate side tangent, but I'm going to get into it and you can't stop me.
let's go. Hey, we got to fill time somehow, right?
I don't like the way certain, and I only played one demo game of Bolt Action, so I'm not going to I'm sure it would play otherwise. You get like one tank maybe. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of I'm so much more interested in the tanks than I am the infantry.
Really?
Yes.
What is the PC game? World of Tanks has a game.
Yes. I think they made it the same scale as Flames of War.
I think so.
Because I think they had some crossover of that. And I saw the boxes for that.
But I saw that one. I was like, huh. Because they gave it away the year me and the family went to Adepticon. That was in the VIG box.
Okay.
And normally there's a lot of stuff in those boxes people don't want, and they're just selling it on the floor for like $5-10 a box just to not have to fly home with it.
Yeah.
Every time I saw somebody, yo, you selling that? Yo, you selling that? Trying to get my hands on it. Nobody was budging.
Oh,
But the year me and Shane went, they could not give away the Dominion box.
that's insane to me.
Literally, people were like $10 on the game floor. Just could not get rid of it for $10.
Man, my eBay my eBay self is dying hearing those words. Mm-hmm. Oh, that hurts.
Well, that's why Game Exchange has like 12 of them still in stock.
Goodness.
Yeah. Anyways,
but yeah, so I like balanced armies, I guess, as my point is.
I could see that though. Like if you look at like Saving Private Ryan, there's a bunch of dudes and they had like the one tank kind of hanging out and they'd use that for cover kind of.
Yes, but that's so much less interesting to me than like, is it realistic? Sure. But like a lot of 40K armies end up looking very as far as you only have certain types of units and you generally either skew hard or you just have like one of each thing. But like the idea of, oh, well, I can just have a bunch of tanks and a bunch of infantry. And there's like that. Honestly, Epic is the first scale where it feels like aircraft should be in the game. I don't think aircraft should be in 40K. That's my hot take is they should not exist.
I argue that those and super heavies for that matter just shouldn't exist.
What count as super heavies anymore?
Well, but that archetype. Oh, sure. Like the knights, the Baneblades are like, okay, I'll let that. Yeah, it's
Baneblade. I'll let it.
But like
slide.
the ridiculous knight armies and things like that. It's just like, come on, man. Titanic. How about that? Back in my day, Mark, they were called super heavies.
Okay, no, but you're not wrong. It's
and the every episode aging of myself has happened at the 31-minute mark.
I'm okay with them being individuals in like there should be like troopers that go. I mean, they should still be part of the Mechanicus. We've had that before.
Look, that's a tirade. I can fill episodes ranting about my hot takes on things. But we try to stay positive here.
Yeah. Well,
try.
You do.
Try.
But yeah, it's like suddenly super heavies. I feel like they make sense when it's like battlefield scale. Yes.
Well, and not to like continue to go back to the Epic Warpath thing, but it kind of uses the old Force Org from previous editions. Yeah, where you have to have your HQ slot and 2 troops, and then that unlocks like a support slot. And if you have 2 more troops, that unlocks a specialist slot or something.
Yeah.
And then you have to have all these other things to be able to use a super heavy.
Yes. You have to have like a bunch of different things. It's kind of, you have to build a force that makes sense. You have to.
And there's lots of troops.
Yes.
There's no way around that.
Yes. And it's like, yay. Because, man, it broke my heart in 9th when it's like, I want the scale of just like, I want a bunch of dudes on the table. And they were so bad. Space Marine Infantry, like Battle Line Corps, whatever. So bad.
Well, we're 2.5 years into 10th edition, and they're just now getting good. The infantry,
they've been good for like 6 months, but yeah,
but it took 2 years to get the infantry to the point where I was like, I want to take intercessors.
The Space Marines, like the Space Marines.
I know,
good. Like of all the units, you have like the poster boy of the poster boy faction, and they've sucked for the majority of like the last 2 editions. I'm surely probably before that. It's like, wow, that's.
But back to scale. Do you have anything else there?
Okay. No, not on that.
So going back to scale, we had Warhammer stuff at 32, Shatterpoint and MCP at 40. Going backwards, Flames of War always looked interesting, but just not something that's here, at least that I know about. 15 millimeter scale.
Yes.
So about half the size of Warhammer. The tanks are more like a Hot Wheel, kind, right? I mean, is that?
Yeah, I've built some. They're Hot Wheel size. They're a bit taller, but
and the infantry is bigger than what we have here.
Yeah,
but still,
they're tiny little
decently
dudes.
sized things. And then this is what 30% smaller than that.
Pretty much, yeah.
So your regular infantry dudes are about 10 millimeters tall.
Which one thing kind of
a centimeter.
It's interesting too is like you start to get to where you have a bunch of dudes on a base, and that's infantry, because like obviously at 40K and bigger you have a dude on a base and he's a dude, whereas like with this or Flames of War, it's like here's 4 or 6 or 10 dudes on a base, like representing, like with my BattleTech stuff I have like 8 infantry dudes on a little hex base.
Oh wow,
they're 3 millimeters tall. They're tiny. They're like they're.
And see, I always thought that would be the way to play BattleTech, is to have all the infantry and the tanks and the airplanes, and I feel like this kind of scratches that itch that I wanted
without having the. You have to learn a bajillion pages of stuff. I
BattleTech's complicated on its own. I played a demo game. It's, to me, that felt like a lot to roll on a table. To see if you rolled on another table to actually do something.
But it's still more balanced and more rememberable than 40K.
For the road. I mean,
but yes, it's
unless
kind of,
you roll 2 headshots on your first game.
Yeah.
But I can't do that again ever.
Yeah, your command dice weren't too hot today. I felt really bad. That was like a statistical anomaly. That was like you found a way to roll like all blank.
Literally as bad as I could. Twice.
Oh, yeah. You physically can't get worse than that.
No, I literally rolled as worse as you could.
That's depressing. Honestly, what's interesting is I don't know how much you've kind of leaned into almost board game, but like with some ancients styles like Epic Wargames, you start not tracking health, and it's more you track the status of the unit.
Yes. Where
it's like if they're like disordered or breaking or whatever. And it's like that's such an interesting. Because you can't just like pluck individual like 3 millimeter guys off the base. It's like, here's a little base of these guys. And this model is removed instead of after it reaches some health threshold. It's like after you've upset them enough, they run away or whatever.
Yeah. No, that was a very neat mechanic. And I got to say, I really dig the 10, 12 millimeter scale.
Yeah.
A lot of big plans.
It should be neat.
Yeah, I hope we get some buy-in.
Yeah, I was definitely looking for Mantic stores nearby.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Later next year. Other saying like if I'm somewhere else. Looking at my options.
I was like, we can go to Huntsville Market tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but
not tomorrow. I gotta work. It's interesting that the mechanics do genuinely change depending on the scale you're at. Like that sounds obvious, I suppose, but it's kind of the way the game has to be built.
Sure.
I'm so used to playing kind of Warhammer style games that there's a lot of stuff that's just like absent. And to briefly mention, there's scatter dice and blast templates in
blast templates, and it's a D8 system.
Yes, D8,
which is interesting. I kept seeing like a save of 6, like, oh, that's hard garbage. Like, no, that's still 3 out of 8. Like it's not bad.
Yeah, that's almost.
I was like, oh, I hit on 4s to 5s. Like, oh, that sucks. And then it was like, oh, no,
that's good.
It's just slightly above average.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. It was interesting for sure.
It the more I play different games, I've played some stuff that has D10s, brutality, like Space Weirdos. I've fiddled with. It's like I'm liking stuff that gets away from just D6s. I do love just rolling a bajillion D6s, but
it is kind of neat to be like, here's 37 shots or something.
Yeah. Alternatively, you can have 37 shots and it'd be D10s or whatever. But it's the percentages are more granular, obviously, when you have different sizes of dice. And it's the D6. I still maintain I like 2D6, where you've got that nice bell curve that BattleTech does, where it lets you kind of bake in some preferential rolling, kind of like it's more likely for this to happen versus it's
I get that.
The parabolic distribution, the normal distribution of rolls.
So instead of, I guess, it being like a 16.5% chance for something to happen,
it changes.
It's a 12%.
Mm-hmm. And it's like each number matters more when it's a 2D6 because.
And I guess not to go too deep in here, but it had a lot of things have like an exploding 8s.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen as often. Sixes were, I guess 16.5%.
Yeah.
But down to 12.5%. Like we didn't see nearly as many.
And except that time I rolled like 3 in a row, but
it's fine.
I missed all of them, so you can't be mad.
I didn't say a word. It was like, holy, it lives.
I probably needed to change out dice. They were fine. They hadn't been rolled ever, so they were
on our D8.
They were Oh man. But yeah, it is interesting. Overall, do you have kind of like a preference for?
I haven't played this enough. I never really played Flames of War, despite looking at it every time we go to like the Deep. They have a whole row or aisle of it. Like, man, that looks so cool. But again,
a lot of things look cool.
Well, and it's like I know better. I want to go down this rabbit hole a little more and just kind of see, because we played a kind of a half the rules game. There's a lot we just didn't look at. None of us saw our special rules until like the last little bit.
Yeah, the font on that particular printout,
gray on black, not awesome. So, thanks, Mantic.
That was third party. Oh wait, no,
that was a Mantic web app.
Oh, you printed it in black and white. It's all your fault now.
It was a black and white page. They exported the PDF black and white. I'm just saying.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, so it is their fault. Darn.
I'm gonna send feedback after this.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be that guy.
Oh man, you couldn't tell your little robot elves had stealth. Poor things.
Well, that would have made a bit of a difference.
It would have made a lot of difference.
Whole army's got stealth, and we didn't use the rule. No wonder I got shot off the table, Mark.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, it's not that unrealistic from how I feel so bad for your rolls.
You know me at this point. It's bad. If I could just get a good set of dice.
You just have to bake some dice. I need to. One of my friends, she's as bad at rolling any dice as I am, but specifically D20. So I bought her a 20-sided die that only has 20s on it. And it's just like, here, you roll this.
Every 10, you get to roll one of these. I like it. Anything else specifically on scale?
No, I think it's kind of. I mean, there's a. I guess one thing is like storage too, though, and like transportation.
Yes. So, well, and there's something I'm a little concerned about because, a unit is 6 bases.
Yeah.
They're tiny.
Yes.
But they're still 6 per unit. Yes. So that's something I hadn't actually thought about. And I was like, I can magnetize these, but my magnets are way too thick for that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
Just get very, very thin boxes. And then you can just
I've
like
got a lot
stack
of little
them.
storage things, though. I could.
Yeah, just do them thin. But it's like the buildings take up less space. Like you can throw all
every building we had on the table was in a tote thing or a little storage thing with like a bunch of other random things.
Yeah.
So like a whole table worth of trains in a tote.
Yeah.
Or I don't even know what you call those little. I don't know.
A little bin.
Yeah.
But that is one thing is kind of the bigger, obviously, you start having, because, man, some of our Warhammer terrain is hilariously massive.
I see what you're looking at. Not cool. Way to call me out with your eyes, Mark.
I mean, but also when I was building like foam core buildings and stuff, I had something that had a footprint of like upwards. It was like probably 20 inches by like 15 inches.
Look at like Necromunda tables. If you do those tiles, where the heck do you store 16 tiles?
Which, admittedly, Realm of Battle, you can just stick under your table.
That's where it's been for the last 12, 15 years.
I mean, hey. But yeah, storage is a thing. Yeah, and just like
Sorry, I said that, and my son saw the Realm of Battle for the first time ever. I was like, Dad, when did you get this? It's like, buddy, I had this before I married mommy. Like,
I'm
like, you did? And it's like,
I am eventually going to have to track one down, and I don't want to. It's like I would love to. Man, I don't want to pay the $500 it is to get one, and I will not pay.
If it was more viable in Warhammer 40K, I would track down the Forge World tiles.
Oh, do they have the like city floor tiles for
They
that?
had a tile, a 2x2 tile that was a crashed Thunderhawk.
Oh, wow.
Molded into the plastic.
Wow.
They had a 2x2 tile that was Necron like pillars and things.
That's cool.
Which was just insane.
Yeah.
And then there was one where it was like the entrance. It was like a gunship landing thing, like built way up and like ramps down. And then one corner of it was like an entrance to like a Astra Militarum bunker.
That's so cool.
And it was just, it's one of those like, man, they were like $100 back in the day. And it's like, oh, that's crazy.
Like $100,000
And
now.
It's like, yeah, that single tile's going for like $700.
That is
like,
insane.
you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
I'd love it, but no.
Yeah.
But like that's one of those things. Like if I had that, I would have that thing mounted on the wall. You know, like
I mean, at that point, it's basically like is that the Mona Lisa? It's like
I got art,
$1 bajillion.
Oh, it's kind of hard to see with the lights. I hate the reflectiveness of them.
I mean, they look really great though,
and I've got so many more to hang. We ran out of time and space, so
it's coming along.
Slowly getting there, man. I'm so busy. But now I have to like move my computer desk to mount stuff over there, and it's just like it's a lot.
It's fine.
And the 3D print station, and all the stuff. Yeah. Anything else happening?
My brain is like I'm firing on like 10% right now.
Yeah, no, I'm and we learned a new game. Like I'm hurting. You actually read the rules. All right, so before we wrap up, I think we looked at the calendar.
Yes.
We are going to take a week off around Christmas.
Yes.
So I'm not sure which episode because I'm not looking at a calendar in front of me, but I think the Christmas week we are supposed to drop an episode. We're just going to push that back 1 week. I think that's what we decided.
Yes.
We'll take a break and just record the week after. Yes. Christmas falls on a weird, like, it's perfectly between
when
Christmas and New Year, and like it lands on like just a really bad day for both of us. So we're just not going to record that week. So everything should be good. We'll just push. I may hold an episode a week and just see how it lands.
Yeah.
So in a month, know that's coming.
Yes. We will take a day off.
Yeah.
We're allowed.
I also want to pander real quick to anybody out there that is listening. Please like, share, subscribe. Give me a like on Facebook. Give me a like on YouTube. Leave a comment. The algorithm loves that stuff, and we need it. So if you would just try to support us a little bit if you can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to post a little more on Instagram. I've considered making a Reddit account. I think I do want to hit 25 episodes and like start that in the new year at some point. Just try to be like, hey guys, and put it on the Warhammer subreddit, but not yet. I'm so gun shy about just being called like an idiot on Reddit. I don't.
Oh, well, but
I think that's it as far as pandering goes. I mean, any last minute things? I know we haven't watched any Star Wars. He did finish Bad Batch.
Oh,
and he came to me and he was like, "Dad, I finished Bad Batch. What can I watch now?" I was like, "Buddy, you're caught up."
Does he have like Tales of the Empire?
He's blown through all that just in his spare time.
Did you do the recent one?
I don't know.
Cad Bane and stuff?
He really liked Young Jedi, but he's a little past that age-wise, but he'll probably watch it with his sister. I saw season 3 is about to come out. I was like, hell, I didn't know there was a season 2.
I
how well it did for me. But yeah, he's super sad about like not having any more things, and his parental controls won't let him watch the movies.
Aw.
Yeah, I was like, look, there's,
Sure. Has he seen the original Clone Wars
movie?
No.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it. I know. It's just one of those things.
That's the reason for my username. That's like the reason I like Star Wars as much as I do is probably like 60% due to that 2 hours of animation.
I saw something today, not to derail, and I want your hot, potentially uneducated take on this.
Okay.
Today, again, perusing the internet.
Sure.
I saw a rumor that they may potentially bring Mr. George Lucas back to do a trilogy.
Interesting.
So, would you want to see something between Return of the Jedi and Rise, or the Force Awakens? Or would you prefer... I want to see something completely different.
Yes.
Although I don't know how I feel about George being in charge completely. Like somebody... Like, can we get Dave Filoni just to like... Hey, buddy, maybe we shouldn't... You know? But part of me wants to see, like, what did Luke do? Show me him building that academy. Like, I would love that movie. You know? And I did end up cutting all the Ben Solo stuff last episode. Just because, like, it derailed real fast and got very... So I was like,
Yeah.
But, like, I want to see Ben Solo.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to see, you know, the 35 years between... Like, show me Han and Chewie. Give me them a movie post-Return of the Jedi. What was Han up to, you know? I don't know. I think that'd be kind of neat.
See,
but it has to be all new actors.
I'm slowly coming to the realization that I prefer, as I don't know how much I'll have to qualify this, I'm almost preferring Lucas's original, my understanding of his original interpretation of how things were, because the new Clone Wars and stuff has completely redone so much stuff.
Sure. Well, how you feel about the movies or
well,
whatever.
just like Order 66 is an entirely different event than it used to be.
It's a little harder than them talking about it in that throwaway comment.
Well, I don't know if you want to go into the side tangent. I don't think I like the chips. I liked it at first.
It felt like a cop-out, kind of.
I don't like it anymore.
Yeah. It's like, well, what else were they programmed to do? If like, what was Order 67? Oh God, I said 67. What was Order? No. What was Order 65?
Yeah.
You know, like or 1 through 60, 122. Like, I don't know, how did it go? Did they have 1,000? Was it like the Alpha Legion? And you could whisper a phrase to them, and that told them what was going on and what they needed to do.
You know,
like,
you need to watch with your kid. Go back and watch the old Clone Wars and see that interpretation
just blew through all the movies.
of how the clones interact. It's very close to how they do in the movies. It's all business. They're professional. They're not chatty. It is the bare minimum. They're basically biological droids,
and this is the
2D animated by Tartakovsky, who did Samurai Jack. And
so I remember when that came out, but I was like, that's dumb. Because 02 or something?
Yeah, I think it was 02.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school. I did not care about Star Wars at that point.
I remember staying up late at night to catch those on Cartoon Network when they first came out. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's just, everyone is so ridiculously, like, just amazing in that. It's like Jedi are soloing, like...
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's worth it.
All right, so...
And if it's not, it's on YouTube.
Oh, man, I'll find it, sir. Yeah, okay. That's a weekend thing, because I got to do, like, makeup time this coming weekend, because I'm ditching my kids to go to Disney World without them.
It is the first ever appearance of Grievous in any media, so that is how Grievous was introduced to people.
Okay.
Yeah. He's intense.
I love Grievous. Part of the reason I wanted to play Separatist in Legion, so...
You will like Grievous more when you see what his original version was like. They nerfed him so hard.
Oh, no.
He was so good when he first came out.
And lastly, he's gotten kind of into video games and loves Star Wars. I need to find a way for my boy to play the original Old Republic. But it doesn't run well on current machines.
Just not built for it.
That, and I have ultra wide monitors.
Oh,
and it cannot handle
that's gonna like crush those
2560 by 1920 resolution.
It's just fuzzy.
Well, and you have to have an add-on to make it work, and then you have to manually modify the things, and then it just glitches and starts showing like the voxel lines or whatever. I was like, I guess I'll save and reload and pray it works. And I tried like 3 times to restart it. I was like, But like, I think now that he's played Dungeons & Dragons, so he kind of understands concepts.
Yeah.
And now that he just loves all things, and he's old enough, like, here, buddy, take a controller and just go. But there's not like a good there's not a remaster. There's not just like an Xbox emulator that can run it well that I found.
Yeah.
And but I want him and my wife. I think she would love it because she's super into all things like D&D and role playing and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, but to see those high notes and like the I'm not going to spoil anything here because I don't know who listens. I want him because I played it about his age.
Oh, wow.
I had the original Xbox like this.
Yeah.
That was one of the first RPGs I played all the way through, and I loved it.
That's so cool.
And I had an Xbox that was dying.
Yeah.
So like it'd freeze, and I'm like, oh, I lost 3 hours.
Oh, man.
And I'd have to go back and replay it and like pray that the disc loaded that part.
Oh, man, you got to get him play like the old Battlefront and stuff.
He plays Battlefront 2.
Oh,
that
the new one.
His
He does?
game.
Okay.
Yes, he loves it.
It's been a long time since one of my most favoritist memories from the new Battlefront is playing as a commando droid with 2 or 3 other commando droids and mugging Yoda.
Yeah, but he loves being able to like unlock, Kylo Ren and all, and he just he sets the timer to where because I was like, all right, buddy, you can play 1 round, and he'll go in and he knows how to adjust the tick count to where he gets to play like a 3-hour game. He's smart. You wouldn't know it, but he's smart. All right, so I think that's our Star Wars for the night.
Yep.
You didn't say what would you want Lucas to do? Did you?
Oh,
if he got his trilogy or whatever, do you want to see? Give him the Old Republic. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Go, show me something different. Give him the High Republic.
Yeah.
Give me a
keep
slightly
away from-
more thought out.
keep away from the sequels. Just like have a cohesive trilogy that's like there was at least a rough draft written before you made have a rough idea for what the 3 movies are
Go
going to do.
100 years before. I don't know.
That might actually make me curious enough to see because I would be curious.
Oh, I'm curious. I'm gonna watch it, even if it's 3 months later when it hits Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's enough Star Wars. Let's wrap this thing up.
Episode 20, a lot of ranting. There was some scale in there, and then kind of turned Star Wars. Chit chat.
Gotta fill that time, Mark.
Yeah.
I try to hit an hour.
Hey, it's been a long month.
All right. So I'm Kurt,
I'm Mark.
and we'll talk to you next time.
Catch you later.